Guess what? We're live on the Real Estate Gene podcast, and guess what I got? I got two of the top 50 influencers in the entire freaking state of Alabama, and they're on my team, and so they're going to tell you what to do to be a top influencer like they are, because they're masterminds at what they do. I pluck their brains every day, and they run a little faster than me, and they're a lot smarter and a lot prettier than me, so I just figured, hey, instead of just asking you, I'm just going to bring you on. You could tell everybody so I don't have to. Does that sound good, y'all? Good. Well, first of all, we got Michelle Shaunnarah. So cool thing about Michelle is she keeps claiming that I'm new in real estate, and she technically is. She's only 7 or 8 months into it, but she's already blown it up and sold millions of dollars worth of real estate and has run to the top of the list as far as production is concerned. Part of the reason is because she's a masterful social media guru. So welcome, Michelle.
Thank you.
Right on. Now I got Courtney Draper. We got another story with Courtney. So it started with Courtney. I was back in the day. I was with Keller Williams, and I tried to recruit her on my team, and she left for this company called EXP, which would be the company we're all at right now. So apparently she's smarter than me. And I said, "Hey, would you leave for?" I was looking for a place on my team, and she ghosted me.
I wasn't ready. I wasn't mentally ready.
So I was so motivated to work with Courtney and be in business with her that I just joined EXP anyway. So I said, we'll just work it out that way. And so then when I asked her to be on the team, she was like, well, yeah. So apparently you got to be with a good company to get Courtney, and we are. So when Courtney joined our team, man, she was in transition with her business, and since then she has become the top producing agent on our team, selling well over $1 million a month. She's a new construction guru, a social media aficionado. She got dogs, she got kids, and she got business. Welcome, Courtney.
She got drama. It's fine.
So Courtney, if you don't mind, tell me a little bit about your story, and then kind of tell me what your plan is and what you've experienced from us and what's brought you success on social media.
Yeah. So like Gene said, I came from another brokerage and came to EXP in like 2019, joined the team. I feel like the best way to describe kind of where I was as far as branding myself and marketing was just like all over the place. And I think the easiest way just to sum up why I think I've had success is just finding the authenticity of who I am and embracing, me as a mom, me as a wife, me as literally craziness with my dogs that people get to see on Facebook, but just being authentic and being real and just showing that, hey, not everything's perfect. Not every real estate transaction is going to be perfect, but we're going to figure it out. We're going to work hard and just being real. Telling the truth about it.
So tell me this: you get a lot of stuff, and you've recently got some haters on social media, and I tell everybody on the team, if you got haters, you have arrived. Because there's a funny story. It's actually a study, and it's a study about the Wall Street Journal, and the reason they can do that study is because they're all subscribers. And the people that go in and read the articles, they can see that because they log in with their email address, so they can see the people that read the articles. And then there's always a group of people that are in the comments below. Yeah. And the ones that do the derogatory comments, they still know because they logged in as well. The people that just read the articles and don't comment, most of them had a master's degree or higher. Yeah. The people that make the comments, the just tearing people down and all that, most of them didn't even have a high school education. It's funny how that works, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I always say unhappy people want other people to be unhappy. So
that's right.
You got to find something.
So help me out. So you've done some awesome posts. Two questions.
Yeah.
Number one, what's the favorite post you've ever done? And number two, what's the most popular post you've ever done?
My favorite post that I've ever done, I would have to say there's two. We did one recently with my girls, with Annabelle and Penelope, where they were given like a tour and they were talking about real estate, which is funny because they're 6 and 7 and they probably could sell a house better than I could. And, they just know it because they hear me talking about it. They go with me to showings. That was one of my favorite ones. But then obviously my other favorite one was when we were giving like bad real estate advice. And I think that it's funny because I say it's bad real estate advice, but I feel like some agents probably actually carry themselves like that. But yeah, definitely cracking a beer on a video and having my mom text me and be like, Courtney, what are you doing? And I was like, it's fine, Donna. Like, just give it a minute. Like, you'll understand what we're doing. I just thought it was funny. And it's just, again, trying to show personality, trying to show, like, real life who I am and having fun.
I think that's it. I think that, from my experience, authenticity is everything. And everybody that comes up to you, if you've got the ants marching video and it's got all the pretty decorations and the lighting, but everything you're saying is like you're reading. It's kind of like when you get that call and there's somebody on the other line going, "It's really nice to see you today, or talk to you today. Would you like to buy some health insurance from?" Yeah, and so that doesn't work very well. But I think your authenticity is what really makes it. But I think another thing is, you're not out there posting, "I sold this house or that house." All your posts are engaging, and not only are they engaging, but they're helping other people and they're giving out free information because you're an open book, and that seems to be a path to success for you. Has that helped?
100%. And I think it's exactly what you said, having these kind of fun things to show my personality and to show my family. And like, we are kind of a package deal because of our life my girls may be there with me when we're having showings. So if you're not okay with that, then I may not be the right agent for you, but just showing the real life of everything and kind of what you're going to get, but also having the knowledge and the know-how and the experience and the skill to back it up, and having more educational content like that to show people that, I like to have fun, and we're going to have a good time while we're doing this, but also like, I will bust my butt. I know what I'm doing, and if you're ready to play the game, we'll get you that house.
And so, and a question: what was there a turning point that, kind of with social media and your business and everything, was there something that, because I know when you came to the team, you've always been a good agent, but was there like a turning point where you flipped the switch and it kind of became easier for you as far as business, social media, everything? Was there something that happened that caused that?
I think it just got to the point of realizing that what works for someone else isn't going to work for me. And I mean, you can look at me and Michelle, like, we're on the same team, but a lot of the stuff that we do is totally different, and that's amazing because it's showing that each one of us has our own personal style and what works for us. And I think for me, just getting to the point of like, I don't need to be, what they're doing, and I don't have to look like them. I just need to be confident and comfortable in what I'm doing and what I'm putting out there. And once I embrace that and had, you and the team and my marketing people around me who really just helped me like dive into that and focus on it, I think that that's made all the difference. Because again, I think when you're coming from a place of being real with people, they can feel it and they can see it.
Mm-hmm. I think that's it, and that's kind of how we run our team. It's just the freedom of expression. Everybody on our team is successful, but everybody's path is different, and I don't think you can try to pigeonhole people into one place when you're running a team. I think it's all about their goals and allowing them to be, not allowing them, but encouraging them to be who they are, and you're going to attract the tribe that you want to do business with that way. And if you're not who you are on social media and you attract the wrong tribe, I'm sure that most agents can relate. If you get with a client that you don't jive with, that's a whole nother level. So.
I remember listening to like a Stephen Furtick sermon one time, and this is kind of a different stance on it, but he was talking about like if you're wearing different masks when you're with different people, like if you're trying to wear this mask for this person and this mask for this person, at some point in time you're going to forget to take the mask off and put the mask that you want that person to see on. And just listening to that, it kind of, obviously that was coming from a spiritual standpoint, but it's also just like, dang, like, just be who you are in real life and embrace it and figure it out. And like you're saying, the people who it attracts are going to be like the real, true people who want your help.
Absolutely. So for all you guys that want to see a couple of funny videos, at the end on my YouTube channel and on Facebook and wherever else this thing's going, it's going out everywhere. I'm going to put the links to Courtney's social media and to the beer video, which you're definitely going to want to see. And I'm going to put a link to her daughters and her giving us the real estate knowledge. So check that out.
They're smarter than I am. So y'all judge me by how smart my kids are.
We'll make sure they're in there, so y'all check it out. I'll update it. So, Michelle.
Yes.
So for you, what I've seen from you is you're extremely hard worker, and you will outrun most everybody. And what you put out, you're kind of more of a perfectionist. Courtney's more of a shoot from the hip, and you're more of a perfectionist. But everything you put out on social media is beautiful. So what you and I talked about was keep rolling that content, and it doesn't have to be perfect, but it's perfect anyway every time, so you just make it work that way. And a lot of the the first comments that I would get when you came on the team was, "Oh man, Michelle's with you. That's awesome." And everybody talked about your social media. Everybody did. And I think for me that was what catapulted you to your success. And you may tell me different, but what you think? What's your strategy, and what was the turning point?
Well, my strategy is I don't have one. I mean, honestly, just my background, I think that I've always had, just for the past couple of decades, I've always had a side gig or a side hustle. And with that, I've always had to market myself doing those things on social media. So I feel like I had a lot of experience doing that. And people have always told me, Michelle, you're really good at marketing. And I think, like we talked about yesterday, sometimes I have to give myself a little bit of props and embrace that and accept that I am kind of good at marketing. I enjoy it. It's probably my favorite part of being a real estate agent. The marketing of just my social media pages, as well as, listing houses. That to me, that's so much fun. But
dogs are welcome on a video. It's okay.
Sorry, dogs life. But I think that when I first started out, of course, I didn't know really what I was doing. I wasn't as professional as Courtney and some of the other people. So I watched and I looked, and I did get into that part where I was comparing myself to, what were they doing, and I need to do it like them, and because they've done this longer than me. And in the beginning, I did pay for social media, for things to talk about. But then I decided that I didn't want to do that, because I didn't want to be like everybody else. And I decided that, even if I don't post every single day, what I do post, I want it to be good content and, be something that's relatable for other people and to bring people, get their attention, and not it be the same post that, 10 other agents are doing on a daily basis. So that's my strategy, I guess, in a nutshell.
It's funny that you say that, because you can see there is content out there for agents, and you can see when people start posting the same thing, you're like, well, I know who you're a subscriber to, and I know who you're a subscriber to, because it comes out at the same time.
That's me.
Well, a lot of times I do think that, like I said, sometimes I have a lot to say, and sometimes I don't have anything to say at all. And a few months ago, just somebody I follow on social media, she said it's okay if you don't have anything good to say, you don't have to say anything. Yeah. It's better to not say anything than to put out something that's not good, or is not a good content. So that's what I try to follow now.
And I think both of you have done an amazing job at building a brand. And I think what most agents may not understand is a brand takes a minute. So, and to build a brand, it's not just seeing your name, but the quality content you put out and how authentic you are. And then once people recognize that brand, it's not like, you're going to see houses listings fall out of the sky because you've got a brand. But when you go into a listing appointment, or you talk to somebody about real estate, or even oftentimes they'll even recognize your name in conversation with somebody you don't know. That's because you're building a brand, and it's going to give you a leg up. And I think that for you, Michelle, you did a great job of that straight out of the gate. And it was just because of the content, because of the knowledge, because of the time, because of the effort, because of the creativity. And I think when you said you don't have a plan, it's funny. Most people that are really good and natural at something, they don't view it as hard, and they don't have to plan for it. And I think that both of you kind of possess that to where it just comes natural to you, and that's why you're where you are. And so that's a pretty cool gift to have. So let me ask you some fun questions. Mm-hmm. Favorite posts?
I was thinking about that when you asked Courtney. I guess my favorite post, and probably the thing that catapulted my career, really got me my first client, was when, back in the beginning, when I embraced the fact that I was a new agent, and I got over that being scared to share that with people. And I made a post about basically just about me and what I could bring to the table, even though I am new. Just my design background and my staging skills and my marketing skills, and being on a team of people, and it's not just me that's doing the work. That was I've put it out 3 times, and all 3 times I've put it out, somebody has contacted me to either help them buy or list their home. So it's just being authentic, like Courtney said, and embracing the things that you do have to offer other people, and letting people know that.
Well, you're not new anymore, so you're going to have to change that from I'm a top producer from I'm new to I'm a top producer, because that's kind of how that went down.
But my second, I can't say it's what I've been doing lately is walkthrough Wednesdays, and to me that's so much fun. And I've recently gotten into the world of doing reels, which are fun. So every Wednesday when I post, those are my most popular posts. I guess I can see that, they're viewed the most. And last week, the one that I did last week had over 1,200 views up until the reel that I did yesterday about our plan that we're going to be rolling out next week with Southern Realty Specialists.
Tell me it's your top one now.
Yeah.
It's been viewed 1,600 times.
Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, since you talked about that views, I want everybody to know, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I'll assume something real quick and quack, whatever you want to call it, and I get in trouble for that. But I don't think you guys really spend money on social media, and the majority of all these views and everything you're getting is organic, which that's some next level stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Is that right?
Probably we should be better and capitalize on it and put some money behind it. But yeah, mine's just hashtags like on Instagram, and then organic stuff from like people who we know sharing it.
Mm-hmm. So Michelle, for you, tell me about, so what percentage of your business or your relationships do you think would be coming from social media? Because you said you got your first deal from social media, and that happened pretty fast. Have you seen that happen, going forward, or is it just, are you making connections, or kind of tell me what that looks like?
It's really just, it's my sphere. Yeah, the first time I posted that, I got a friend, or they were really an acquaintance. I can't say they were necessarily friends, but they knew me, I knew them, and obviously they were following me, and so they contacted me to list their house. The next time I posted it, a friend said, "Hey, we want to sell our house, and we really need some help with staging, and so we want to talk to you." And then also, just when Courtney mentioned the hashtags, I try to hashtag as much as possible. I don't always do it. But I hashtag Helena a lot, because that's the market that I want to work the most, because that's my hometown. And I got a referral a couple of months ago from an EXP agent in Kansas, because she basically looked up hashtags, found Helena, and had a client that was looking in Helena, and so she contacted me. And so that, I would say that's probably the first person that's contacted me that I didn't know off social media.
That's awesome. But I mean, that's free business. And I think when you're just getting into the business, everybody wants a piece of your wallet. But if you're creative and you tap into your gift zone, you don't have to give that wallet. Just give your time and be who you are, and you're more than enough. So congrats on that. So what I'm going to do with that is, if you want to see Michelle's, if you're a new agent or just an agent at all that wants to see some good content, I'm going to link down below. Now look, if y'all hit these links, don't just look at the post. You got to follow these ladies, because they're going to teach you how to be the top 50 influencer in Alabama. But so make sure you follow them when you look at their posts. But Michelle, I'm going to share that awesome post that you did on Instagram talking about how you were new and those type things. And so you guys, tell me something that you want to share, or something that you want to give the audience, one thing each that is the best advice that you could possibly give the audience that's looking, and then we'll let everybody go.
Hey, I wanted to say this is kind of some advice and some funny advice at the same time. A while back, or a couple months back, I did a coffee giveaway for Valentine's Day. And Kansas and New York, they really like coffee. They drained the account.
They drained your account?
Over and over and over again.
Oh, I'm pretty sure someone else on our team said that they did one, and someone bought, like they had a gift, she had a gift card, and that they bought a gift card with her gift card.
Wow. But
HomeSnap contacted me from that post, and they blogged about it, which was kind of funny, because, of course, everybody at my
Michelle's like, I don't know, it was in Kansas. They were just buying coffee.
What I did do was, the people who shared it, liked it, commented on it, I contacted them and made that connection. But the people in Kansas and New York, I have no idea who they are.
And they live in Alabama. Never know.
Hey, you never know, that one connection that one day might get you that $1 million referral.
That's true. I hope they remember me.
That's good advice. Thank you for sharing. What about you, Court?
I think that my best advice to anybody new in the business, old in the business, trying to figure it out, not necessarily real estate related, but just in life is if you do depend on social media for marketing and for your income revenue, just figure out how to be yourself and figure out what works for you, and don't be scared to put stuff out there that isn't perfect. I feel like I had a problem with that for a while of just wanting it to look a certain way and sound a certain way. And finally I just got too tired to do that. And I was like, well, just do it. Like, just do it, because people are clearly responding better to that. And I think just the more education you can give people and the more honest you can be, the better.
Awesome. Well, both of you, congrats for being selected as the top 50 influencers in Alabama. And just to give the people who are watching perspective, that's top 50 out of, I don't know the exact numbers, but somewhere between 7,000 and 8,000 agents in this state. So they ain't no chumps. They know what's up. So you guys follow them. I'll put their information below and put their social media below.
If you want to buy a house in Helena, call Michelle. If you want to buy a house in Alabaster, call me.
Right on. And if you want to talk to us about EXP or a team and you're highly motivated and you're cool, because you got to be cool to be with us, hit me up. All right. Y'all be blessed. Thank everybody for joining.
Thanks.
See y'all.